Matzeliger. Jan Matzeliger was born on September 15, 1852 in Suriname, Dutch Guyana, in South American country. His father was a Dutch engineer and was in Suriname completing Dutch government duties during the time of Jan's birth. As a child, he showed the willingness and the ability to repair broken equipment while visiting his father's job. At the age of 19, Matzeliger left home to travel the world. He would work aboard an Indian merchant ship for 2 years, helping to satisfy his urge to see the world. After returning from the Indian ship, he would move to Pennsylvania. Matzeliger spoke very little English when he moved to Pennsylvania, but with his mechanical skills, he would remain employed. After finding work with a cobbler, Matzeliger gained an interest in shoemaking. His new interest would take him to Lynn, Pennsylvania, the capital of shoemaking at the time. He would earn an apprenticeship in the shoe factory as a sewing machine operator. Within the factory worked special shoe sewers known as lasters. They were held in high regard. Their job was to sew the upper part of the shoe to the sole of the shoe. Because their job was so important, they charged a high price to work, thus driving the price of shoes up. Only 50 pairs of shoes were able to be made in a workday, which also contributed to the high prices of shoes. Matzeliger took it upon himself to study the English language in his free time. This allowed him to read English and study the subjects of physics and mechanical science. Matzeliger, taking the time to educate himself, will help improve his life more than he could imagine. He believed that he could create a machine that would sew the upper portion of the shoe to the sole of the shoe, a dream he would realize later in life. Matzeliger would create several inventions that were stolen by other so-called inventors who would profit off of his creations. Matzeliger was quietly focused on creating his shoe laster machine, so his misfortunes were not a burden to him. After carefully studying the hand motions of the shoe lasters, Matzeliger slowly learned how to sew the sole of the shoe to the upper portion of the shoe. His goal of creating a shoe laster machine was becoming clear to him. He would slowly build the machine over time despite no funds and a lack of resources. He relied on any materials he could find to create his machine. The hand lasters of the shoe factory learned of Matzeliger's plan to create his machine and began to bash and discourage his work. They were in fear of losing their jobs. As more and more people learned about the machine, Matzeliger received various offers to buy the machine. He rejected the offers, which helped him learn the value of his creation. But because of a lack of resources, Matzeliger sold 66% of the interest of the machine. This move allowed him to complete 2 other models of the machine and apply for a patent. The patent office could not believe someone was creating such a machine, so they sent an employee to review Matzeliger's laster machine. In 1883, Jan Matzeliger received a patent for his laster machine and improved it to be able to produce 700 pairs of shoes in a workday. Jan Matzeliger died in 1889 at the age of 37 due to tuberculosis. Upon his death, he revolutionized the shoe industry. His machine improved shoe production and lowered the prices. Because the shoe was now affordable for the average American, the shoe industry was able to grow into the behemoth it is today. Mr. Matzeliger allowed his imagination to improve his life and change the lives of Americans. Jan Matzeliger, we stand on your shoulders.